Good morning, Joan. How are
Good
things up
morning.
in how are things up in British Columbia today?
Yucky.
Becky,
We got snow yesterday, big time. My husband was out shoveling. He's not happy. He's hoping spring starts really quick. It's been
well,
a
we had a little snow this week finally, and it had been so warm the driveway shoveled itself. It melted, and the snow stuck only on the grass and trees.
quit bragging.
We were lucky this time.
Oh wow. Yeah, we've had a rough winter. It's been very, very cold and snowy and miserable. It's not been a good winter.
Well, the most exciting part is we both found the massive leverage system.
Yep. Whenever I'm depressed, I go to work. I've been to work a lot this winter.
Well, I'm so glad you introduced me to the MLS Bitcoin Club. I knew that all the searching for different programs and monthly programs and MLMs was just wearing me out the last few years. I'm in construction here at the job where we're remodeling a house, and I need to retire. And in the wintertime, I'd rather be visiting Hawaii or maybe uh, Australia. They have summer when we have winter.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, the winters, as you get older, the winters get more undesirable. I don't want to go out into toboggan down a hill. There's lots of hills around here, but that's the last thing I want to do. What do? You just sit and wait for winter to go by. And if you got something to fill your time, it makes it go by much faster. And I find that with my business and working online, not having to go out and face the cold and the bad weather and be able to work from home is ideal. I would never want to go out and work a 9 to 5 job ever again.
Well, I noticed this week that you were busy and created another page and sent me the link, and I clicked on it and got to watch one of your lovely videos with very good information. And uh, I'm impressed with the tools that you've picked up along the way. You really make some professional pages, and that's something I'd like to learn also.
Well, I'll talk to you after this and show you how.
Well, with the MLS Bitcoin Club, I'm also learning about making my own Facebook fan page. And
Yes,
that's where I can do my advertising, not
that's
on
right.
my home regular Facebook page where I post pictures of what I'm doing and look at everybody else's baby pictures.
Yep, yep.
So the education in MLS Club is awesome. In
It is.
just 1 week, I'm learning so much.
That's what I love about this program. So many programs that you're in, you learn as you go, and it's by trial and error. You get very little education on how to operate your business in the most successful way. But I find with MLS, they cover all the bases. So everything is there at your fingertips, and I love their expression, you learn, you earn as you learn. And so you're learning all the time, and that learning allows you to earn more because it educates you along the way to know how to work with people, to know how to build your team, and that's invaluable as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, that's the most important. Uh, it's kind of like hitting roadblocks when you join these other programs. They expect you to already know so many things, and they say, oh, it's easy, just do this.
Yeah,
And I don't quite know how to do their first step. And
yeah,
it's laid out very clearly. Here's step one, step two, and
yeah.
on to step 10. I see we have visitor,
Hello.
one of our members. How are you doing today, Mutada?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Good evening.
We're glad that
Good,
you
eve-
could make
good
it.
evening.
Joan and I were just getting started with the discussions about the MLS Bitcoin Club, and I was so pleased that you joined me on my team.
Yeah, I'm so pleased to be on.
Well, we were just getting ready to have a little discussion about how people can sign up. So I'll
Yeah.
probably start my screen sharing, and you just pay attention. And if you have a question, you can ask it when we're getting towards the end. Is that all right with you?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Well, let's see, Joan. I'll pull up a screen here we were wanting to share.
Okay.
And this is the web page that we can all share with prospects or friends and family, 337go.com. And there's some wonderful videos where we don't have to explain things. They can just watch this and get the information directly from the company. I'll scroll down here, and would you talk a minute about how we join and get started in this program?
You want me to talk? Is that what you said?
Yes, please, Joan.
Okay. You start out by coming in at 0.16 Bitcoin. Now, 0.16 yesterday was around, I think it was around $200. And then as you bring people in for Pay Lake, you receive a total of 0.48 Bitcoin after they have brought 3 people in. And then that cycles you up to the next level until you continue to cycle and get to the very
Mutada, could you hit your mute button, please?
Okay.
We're getting too much sound from the background.
Okay. And so once you hit the top of the pay plan, you will have made 74.52 Bitcoin, which right now computes to about $750,000. And some people have got that high in even one person in less than a month. So you can either go slow at this or you can go fast, but each level that you take takes you up to more Bitcoin. And the beauty of this program is you pay the initial 0.165 Bitcoin to get in, because 5% goes to the company for administrative costs. 0.16 is the actual cost of your first level. And as you go up each level, you never ever pay out of pocket again. Your money is accumulated to go to the next level by the Bitcoin you receive from bringing people in on your Pay Lake. So it accumulates and it grows until you get to the very top. And when you get to the very top, you've made 74.52 Bitcoin.
And that's very exciting.
It is. It really is. And if people decide that they don't want to go any further than a certain level, they can stay at that level and get their payout and not move any further. It's entirely up to them. They're not, they don't have to go up to the higher levels, but if they don't, they will miss out a lot on the money that they would be receiving by going the full length. So that's what I recommend that people do. We're in here to make money. And the nice thing is that it's sort of like having a bank vault. You're in this and they have arranged for you to pay out of not out of pocket, but out of your earnings that you make in Bitcoin to elevate you to the next level. And it's sort of like you're not accessing your money till you get to the top. So you
Right.
spend anything out of pocket, and when you get to the top, you've made considerable money.
Well, let's see right here. We can see that clearly. When
Yes,
you're in the starter level and you've got your two people and they each get two people, you're going to get paid 0.16 times,
that's right.
and that pays for your next level upgrade. You don't have
Yep,
to take anything out of pocket. That
that's right.
fourth payment is going to put you into cycle around this starter level one more time. And you continue to earn 0.48 over and over again.
Yep,
But by moving up to level 2, the people who are joined you initially will follow you here, and you will receive enough Bitcoin to then move to level 2, and then of course to level 3, and you're still getting paid on the starter level. Level 1,
that's right.
level 2 keeps paying over and over. And so as you move up, you're also getting what they call the gravy, and getting these payments again and again while you move up the ladder.
Yeah. And basically, this is the only thing that you need to understand in order to program your mind to do the things you need to make money. This is a very uncomplicated system, and I love it because of that. A lot of Bitcoin programs that I've looked into are so complicated that you almost have to be a graduate in Bitcoin technology to understand it. Not with this program. It's very simple to do, it's very simple to follow, and it's very easy to make money in this program.
And the nicest thing about it, I don't have to explain anything. I just need to invite people and point them to go to 337go.com. They can listen and learn about Bitcoin. They can get introduced to it from a professional speaker, which I am not. I'm a house builder. But that's it's so fantastic that we don't have to explain the entire system.
No, we don't.
This morning we're showing you some details because after just a week and a half, I'm understanding. Just follow the plan, make it simple, and invite people or point them to go take a look. If they're not interested, that's just fine. Everybody's happy. We'll
Move
just
on.
keep on inviting people who
Yep.
want to change their personal economy and actually give themselves a bailout. They're the ones that will succeed. Other people may have to wait a month or a year before they decide to do it themselves.
You know, I read something very, very interesting on the news today. People who have got retirement savings put aside for retirement years, they're having to dig into their savings in order just to be able to live from day to day because of the increase of their mortgages, their food, clothing, everything is going up. And now they're having to go into their pension retirement funds in order to live. So this is why something like this program is such a value to retired people, because it's not that complicated to learn how to do it, and they can make money to help them live their life the way they always have without going into the retirement fund to supplement their bills every month. I think it's an amazing program for retired people because it's, like I say, it's, if I can do it, believe me, anybody can. It is not hard to do, and you've got so much training to help you that it makes it very, very viable to do this program. Even for a person that has no education at all, as far as the internet is concerned, they can still do this program and do it and make money and move forward with this very well.
Yes. The simplicity of it all is just fantastic. Derry has
Yeah.
put together a wonderful program, and as we move through the levels, we also will be exposed to some great education on exactly how to put our money and savings to work and leverage that money that we may already have in some other, uh, here in the United States, we have savings bonds. You don't make much money. If you put your money in the bank in a savings account, you only make 1 or 2% per year.
I know.
And so with
Yeah.
MLS Bitcoin Club, we're going to learn how to actually put the little bit of money we may have saved and increase it more while we immediately start increasing our cash flow. And cash flow is the key.
Yes, and a lot of these retirement plans, they're when you put money in them, they're locked for a period of time. You can't touch them, the money that's in there. So that really makes it hard for people because the money, but they can't access it. And the beauty of this program is that you can access it anytime you want, and you can build on it and make the money you need in order to just live your life the way you want to.
That's right. I've had plans to retire for, I believe I started when I was 34. I said, I want to retire when I'm 35. I think I'd heard of Amway and saw all the little circles and how much money one could make. And so
Johnny,
I've had that dream for a long time.
it's making it difficult for me. Please stop. I'm here. I just had to tell my husband to quit making so much noise in the kitchen.
Oh, that's kitchen noise from your house.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I had put out a Facebook note. I put a post this week. I'm not real up with the technology of posting on Facebook. I watch people do it, but
It's not hard.
actually, I made a post, I saved it, and I posted it in a couple of groups. And I got another person to sign up and take a look at MLS Bitcoin Club from that one post I did this week. So it's truly easy to get the word out. I don't have to go chasing my family and friends who've heard me say that I wanted to retire for the past 20 years. They don't believe me because I don't have proof. Where are your millions of dollars? How can you retire? It's very hard to come up against all that negative thought.
That's right. It is. It is. Just excuse me for a minute, Rick. Go ahead and do what you're doing. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So, how are things there in Ghana?
Just get out of here.
Well, it's going great.
I hear that you're having some hot weather come early. You're surviving the heat, I guess.
I'm back.
Oh, you froze there, Mutada.
Yeah, my network is a little bit rusty.
Okay. Well, Joan's back, so I'll go ahead and hit your mute button for a moment. But I'm sure glad to have my team in northern Ghana. It's amazing that I can work with young people across the planet and be able to help teach them to change their own personal prosperity. I know Mutada has a dream to start a poultry farm and help feed the people in his uh, part of the country. Also, creating jobs. Jobs are hard to come by in many parts of the country. I mean,
Yes.
many parts of the world.
That's right. That's right. And you know, this is what this business is all about. It's one thing to build your portfolio and to have money set aside for, say, for example, for me to live a better life. That's fine, but that doesn't fulfill that inner desire to reach out to help people who are less fortunate. And when you can help people and you can show them a way that they can help themselves, that's really what this program is all about. It's teaching people to benefit themselves and help others to do the same. And so if we have that mental attitude, not only will it help the people that we're working with, but it also builds in us character. It helps us appreciate the fact that we've got it pretty good where we live. And if we can reach out and help people like your friends in Uganda, then that makes you feel good. You feel like you feel more fulfilled because you're able to make other people have a better life. And I think that's really, really important.
Well, that's where Zig Ziglar and Warren Buffett all say you need to help more people achieve and get what they want out of life, and you automatically will receive everything you need and more than you expected. It's it's the art of giving. The more you
That's
learn
right.
to give, the more you receive. That's just universal law.
Hmm. Yes, for sure. And as we see in many countries, people are really suffering. So if they can get some relief.
Oh dear.
Well, it's actually Ghana.
Okay, it's Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
Okay, how are you reaching out to help your friends and
Well, it's very hard convincing people, but I'm just talking to them just to get them their attention to the business.
okay.
So
Okay.
I'm just doing my best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if money is an issue, even if three or four people can pool together and
yeah,
get enough money that they could join as a group, then they could split the profits. That might be a way
yeah.
for them to go too. That might be very.
Right, yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it because I know that it's not easy over those countries to accumulate that
Yeah,
money. So I think that's something you might present to your friends and the people you know, and it may be a helpful way for them to get involved.
yeah. I'll try approaching them with that.
Okay,
It's
great,
a great.
great. Let us know how you're doing with that. Okay,
Okay, thanks for
okay.
that.
You're welcome. You're
Sorry
welcome.
I dropped off there for a few minutes. I checked
Yeah,
everything before the meeting except my Wi-Fi connector and the battery stopped. So I had to quickly get another one and come back.
Okay.
I don't believe it interrupted any of our session here.
Well, it
no,
did for
not
this
really.
It didn't really. Just for a second, I wondered why you were not saying anything, and then I realized you were frozen.
You're freezing. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Things
So,
happen.
so let's just do a very brief overview of what a person needs to do to get started in this business.
Okay.
Rick, do you want to take that, or do you want me to do it?
Well, it's really quite simple. What you need to do is open your mind to cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, and learn how to get some. The thing I recommend is getting a coin payments wallet, which is simple and free to do. It only takes a few minutes. Then comes gathering some Bitcoin. Well, that may take a little bit of imagination and a little research, but we're here to help you and show you tips that we know on how you can get Bitcoin. Then simply sign up with your sponsor in MLS Bitcoin Club and purchase your position for just 0.0165. Plus, there will be a little bit of a they call it a miner's fee. It's a transaction fee whenever you send Bitcoin. And so we recommend you get 0.02 Bitcoin in your wallet, and then you would be all set to start. And the one-time payment out of pocket, you just roll that over and move up the levels until you're at level 2 or 3. And at that point, you may be able to take some out and pay some bills. But remember, you want to let this automatically grow and don't take more out of your pocket. So get back with the person who shares this opportunity with you and ask them to help you get started. If you can't get a hold of the person that introduced you, but they're going to be your sponsor, you can go ahead and contact Joan or I, and we'll help the best we can, because we want to help everyone on our team to succeed and everyone to prosper in their own personal economy. The world economy is a shaky place. World leaders have always not been dependable. So we need to depend on each other as citizens and help everybody to enjoy abundant living.
And something that I thought was encouraging is that Bitcoin is now up over $10,000, and it's moving up every day. And one of the things I noticed is that when the United States government said that they are not going to regulate Bitcoin or put any restrictions on Bitcoin, that's when Bitcoin seemed to move forward. So if the governments are staying out of it, and so that Bitcoin can provide what it needs to help people, we can build a Bitcoin portfolio and not worry about the government taking Bitcoin out of the hands of those people who put it together to benefit us. So that was encouraging.
Well, that was how the digital currencies were designed, to be decentralized and
right.
a way for people to move value around the planet to each other. And we call it cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And also, I love the fact that Bitcoin is 10 times, how did they put that? It's worth 10 times more than gold. So when you see the power of Bitcoin and the fact that gold is backing the Bitcoin, you know that yes, Bitcoin is here to stay.
Yes, it is. Bitcoin is the only currency that has increased in value at a greater rate than any other currency ever in the history that we know. It's just
Mhm.
one
And
analogy was the tulips in Holland or somewhere. They became more valuable than gold at one point because everybody wanted tulips. Well,
yeah,
there are
now,
only a certain number of Bitcoin ever in the world. And so the more people that want them, the higher the value is going to go. It's predicted it'll go past 100,000, 500,000, even hit $1 million for one Bitcoin.
yeah,
Right now, at the beginning, we have the opportunity to start at a very low, affordable $200 today and earn or gather 74 Bitcoin and be able to turn that back into currency and change the world around us financially.
and also a lot of businesses and stores are now allowing you to pay for products and services with Bitcoin. So it's becoming more and more usable all the time, which is very, very good to hear also.
And that's one of my soft market people that I talk to will be small business owners who don't know how to accept Bitcoin. And that's just how I introduce myself. I say, do you accept Bitcoin here? And they mostly say no. And I just ask them, would you like to know how you can? And the
Mhm.
conversation starts from there.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people now that are using Bitcoin to purchase goods and services. A lot of people.
And
So,
more every day.
yeah,
Well, this has
exactly.
been a great discussion today. We try to keep them around a half an hour so that people don't have to take too much time out of their day. So we're going to wrap it up for now. Uh, and we will see you Wednesday evening if you care to join us. Joan and I get together. Remind me of the time, Joan?
It's 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time.
Okay, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And that works out. What's 8 p.m.? Oh, that's early in the morning.
No, it's at night.
I'm talking about in Ghana and London.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ghana and London, that turns out to be the wee hours of the morning. 7 hours, that's 7 plus 8. That's 2 o'clock in the morning London time on Wednesday, which would be Thursday morning.
Yeah.
That's why we record these. So you don't have to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning if you want to be.
Yeah.
We thank you so much, Mutada, for joining us. Tell your sister hello and our friend Chef. I'm very pleased to have you on our team, and we're going to work together and have success for all. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
We'll see you
You're
later.
welcome.
Bye
Bye
bye.
for now.
See you.